Hey everyone, I just wanted to let you know that I currently have discounted reading specials going on right now. So all you do is you visit my website, lamarrtownsendtarot.com. Give it a few seconds to pop up on your screen. There we go. And then we look over here and we have the specials and discounts page. So we click this link at the top of the page. It'll take us to the specials and discounts section, and this is the current special that I have going on. Now, of course, you can always routinely check my website and my specials and discounts page to see if I have any new specials going on at any given time. Of course, I do have regularly priced offers as well, but if you're ever short on cash, as we all are sometimes, and you need a reading, please check out my specials and discounts page, alright, and see what offers I have going on there. Thank you so much for listening and watching. I can't wait to read for you, and I look forward to your support, and I thank you for your support, and I look forward to conversating with you and doing your reading, okay? Namaste, love, and light. If you have any questions, please check out the FAQ section on my website, the personal ethics section, the blog section, and of course, the reviews and personal reading testimonial section as well. Hi, thank you for listening and watching my psychic tarot video reading on the U.S. job market for 2018 until about 2022. I am Lamarr Townsend. I am a psychic tarot reader. If you're a first-time watcher, please like, share, subscribe. And also, if you would like your own personal reading, contact me on my website, lamarrtownsendtarot.com. I would love to read for you. Also, follow me on my social media pages, okay? So let's go ahead and see what's going on with the U.S. job market for 2018 and beyond. So I'm going to use my first deck here, and I think the first question I'm going to ask is, where is the U.S. job market now? Alright, let's just see what the cards have to say. Where is the U.S. job market now? Let's get a quick general read synopsis. Alright, so where's the U.S. job market right now? It's currently 2018 as of the making of this video. Okay. Let's do one more shuffle. I'm gonna do 4. So 3. 4. Here is the 7 of Cups here in the past. Alright. So in the past, it's like the U.S. is looking back at the past job market as like a love once lost, or once love lost, I guess is a better way of saying it. Not sure if exactly the job market, in terms of the unemployment rate was lower, there was less inflation, less, I don't know what the situation was, in terms of us looking back at the past, in the past position. In terms of the job market, whether there were more opportunities, I definitely, remember at some point, when I was in college still back in 2011, getting a degree was still, something of value. Not that it's not valuable, but for example, as the years go on, it seems like degrees, become, the job market becomes less competitive, not less competitive, but more competitive, more saturated with people who have degrees, for example. So it can almost be like the energy of looking back at example for the days when a degree meant something, when, back in my day, college was only this much, and not many people went to college. It's like that kind of energy here in the past. Alright, but here we have the 2 of Cups. So it's interesting, but I get that the U.S. market, or the U.S. job market, is in connection with something, another country, it's connection, whether the U.S. connection or the U.S. job market itself connection to another country, another job market, something like that, some country, situation in which, it's embedded, that it's like, we kind of got swooned into it. Ironically, I'm getting that this could also be the presidency, something like that, where, now that I say that, it could be the people, all right, of the U.S. and the people in power as well. It's like some kind of like love triangle where one is the people in power is persuading, is swooning the people, all right. This is kind of the energy I'm getting with the Two of Cups. I hope that makes sense. Remember, this is, talking about the job market currently. The Prince of Wands here in the future position. So there could be someone, who is, kind of the leader, looking to, save the day, and it's interesting because the lion in this aspect, serves as some badge to me. So definitely a leader of some sort. This could be, if it's, a country that we're in bed with, and when I say in bed, quote unquote, in bed meaning, in cahoots, in some type of, relationship in which there's trade, whatever the situation is, there's some type of leader on our side, their side, all right, or on our side in terms of the higher, the people in power, who is seen as the one to save the day, the one who is going to, make some type of change, all right. So literally the Prince of Wands, but take note that this is just the prince, meaning, there's a knight behind this person. There's also a king behind this person as well, all right. The Final Judgment, interesting. So it's not the best, all right. It's not good, the job market right now, all right. A lot of people are in debt. A lot of people are struggling to make ends meet, keep their head above water, all right. And look at the water in here. It looks kind of dirty, it doesn't even necessarily look like water. It looks like literally the ground, all right. So there's a lot going on, with the job market right now as we speak. The Princess of Pentacles, interesting. The Princess of Pentacles, interesting. What could this be? The Temperance card. So there's an energy of, who is this Princess of Pentacles? Princess of Pentacles. There's an energy of soothing the U.S. Things are going to get better. It's like, the propaganda of things are going to get better. We've got to work together. And it could be some type of feminine energy with the Princess of Pentacles that is emanating this message. All right. Giving us hope, allowing us to have self-control. The Temperance card speaks of self-control, emotional balance. Oh, things will get better. There's hope. Okay, maybe there isn't a need to riot, or you know what I'm saying. They're trying to keep this from turning into the Tower, all right, from this kind of chaos of the final judgment, the final hour, things kind of eclipsing out, and things, kind of, coming to a head, coming to an edge, people grating their teeth, figuring out what do I do, trying to make ends meet, it's like, everything's gonna be fine, soothing you over, calming the chaos, it'll get better, this kind of message that's coming through. The King of Cups here. So I feel like the job market, in order for it to get better, it involves some type of deal, some type of cahoots with someone else of another country or something like that, some type of assistance from another country, insurgence of something from another country. Now, interesting, pay attention, because this is a crab in the picture, so I feel like that's important. the crab, whether this is, you know, the symbol of the person, you know, I do feel like it's a male. So this would be a male, someone who's from like a different country, someone that has the power in some way to help us with our job market currently. That maybe these people in power on our side are working with, alright, in some way. Now I also want to add that the crab could also be something in which is also connected to the country this person's from. Maybe they have crabs there, maybe they're known for crabs, something like that, and it's like a special kind of crab. It's like a blue crab, or I'm kind of getting that energy. The Queen of Wands here, I kind of get the energy of like the US right now is the little baby, that people outside of the US are like, oh, let me take care of the little baby needs some food, you know, oh, you know, the baby needs diapers, let's all band together and get the baby some diapers. And it's not, you know, to belittle the US or anything like that, it's just the vision I'm getting. It's like where the US is right now, it's kind of like almost at an infantile stage, in the sense of that it's starting over again, alright? And then here we have the Lover's card. So I feel like, you know, some type of assistance is going to be needed in order for our job economy to get better, alright? Now we may hear this, we may not, alright? The Ten of Wands, yeah, I definitely feel like some type of assistance is needed for things to get better. But I definitely feel like we're going to hear something, you know, something about talking with, you know, a leader of this country about, you know, our economy, you know, what we should do, something like that. Kind of get that energy. The Prince of Cups, alright. El Camo, interesting. Or El Caro, the Chariot. Alright, the Chariot. Yeah, something about movement, alright. The Four of Wands, alright. And the Three of Pentacles. So I feel like slowly things will get better. I feel like by 2019, something, you know, we'll start seeing movement towards things getting better. But I just feel like where we are right now, we need some type of assistance is what I'm seeing, okay? Whether things are getting imported and exported and that helps us, or, you know, something else. I just see some type of assistance from another country, another country's leaders, something like that. And then I see this kind of soothing, you know, of the masses. Everything's fine, we've got to work together, you know, we've got to, you know, support the factory workers, we've got to, you know, support this industry and this and that, you know. So I feel that kind of energy as well. Mind you, I'm not necessarily a political person. Actually, I'm not a political person at all, so I may not always have the, you know, correct verbiage, alright, the correct context when I, you know, with certain verbiage. So, you know, please don't take anything I necessarily say as disrespect or, you know, something like that. So now let's go ahead and see what we can expect for the economy in the coming future. And I think the next question I'll ask is for the U.S. economy, or the U.S. job market. And I think the next question I'll ask is, what can, you know, people within the job market, you know, looking for jobs do to better their chances of finding something, you know. So what can we expect for the U.S. job market moving forward? What can we expect from the U.S. job market moving forward? What can we expect from the U.S. job market moving forward? Four. Let's do 4 more shuffles, okay? Or 2 more shuffles, which would equal 4 shuffles. 3. For some reason, my spirit guides want me to shuffle 4 times, but 4 is one of my cool numbers. So let's see. Where's the job market going in the future? El Ermitaño, so the Hermit, okay. Here in the past position. So, you know, the U.S. needs to kind of go within. It needs to restructure from within. All right, it needs some restructuring from within. All right, some reflection, some renovation, some looking at the structures within, you know, the United States itself that, you know, may keep the job market the way it is, make, you know, keep it stagnant, stuck in some way, you know. So gotta go within. So after a period of within, let's see where we go. Ooh, the 8 of Pentacles. So this is a start. All right, suddenly we're seeing, you know, money grow. Suddenly we're seeing more opportunities. All right. Competition is still high. Competition is still kind of stiff. All right. But at the same time, there seems to be more opportunities, all right, starting to slowly open up. Now, it does feel like these opportunities will kind of trickle from the top down, all right, and it's interesting because this kind of triangle formation with this light here, right, into this kind of, you know, pile of money. But, you know, the triangle, you know, symbolizing trickling down, right, you know, like a pyramid. But new opportunities will slowly start to open up. All right, also new opportunities in terms of making money. So like if you're an entrepreneur, it's like new avenues will start to open up in terms of ways you can make money. All right, you know, solutions to people's problems, that kind of thing. The 4 of Pentacles. All right, so I do feel like there will be job opportunities coming up, but there's just still going to be competition, you know. Competition is still going to be stiff. All right, I'm seeing like lines, you know, so it could be lines to the unemployment, lines, something like that. Not necessarily unemployment, but I don't know, I'm just seeing a line of people, a lot of people applying, you know, to different places. Competition being stiff for certain job industries. Yeah, interesting. Okay. The 10 of Pentacles. So this is a really, really good card to see at the bottom of the deck. This is amazing. The next 4 years, I would say each year will seem to get better in terms of job opportunities, in terms of, you know, financial opportunities. It may not seem like it at first, especially with, you know, the first 2 years, but I would say by 2020, we'll see a significant change from where things are right now, right, you know, in terms of when this video was first uploaded, right. The 10 of Pentacles, you know, speaks of creating a lot of new job opportunities, maybe even a lot of new industries or new departments in industries that will once again create a lot of new job opportunities. So I do feel like, you know, and I hear business booming. So I feel like new industries will be created, I want to say, within the next 4 years as well. Or industries will start to expand, and of course with that they'll need more, you know, workers, you know, more employees. All right. I do still feel like we'll also see certain corporations expand. So I get for example, okay, and this may be totally something that comes true. It may not necessarily be this corporation, this brand, but for example, Sprint, they do phones, you know, they do, you know, internet, you know, all that type of stuff. But it's like the energy of, you know, within the next 4 years they expand to making cars, they expand to some type of new facet of technology, you know, robotics or aerodynamic type of things, you know, and suddenly that becomes, you know, over time a new avenue for Sprint, you know, and, you know, so it's kind of like that energy, you know, not necessarily that, but, you know, kind of like an example. the Siete de Oros, so the 7 of Pentacles, okay? People saving their money, putting their money, you know, in certain things. I feel like there will start to be a rise in stocks, especially if there was a recent dip. All right, there's going to start to be a rise in stocks. People putting more into stocks, stuff like that. The Princess of Cups, interesting. I always get interested when these cards come up because I never, I always want to figure out if this is a specific person or if this is just an energy. I feel like this could be a specific person, which is why I'm like, who could this be? I feel like this could be someone in power. Let's see what the relevance is. El Colgado, so the Hanged Man. Alright, so, interesting. Being patient. The King of Wands. I'm seeing changing of hands. It's like the wand changes hands. Ooh, the 5 of Wands. As I pull that, that's really interesting. It almost looks like these people are exchanging wands, but at the same time it looks like they're fighting. So I see an exchange of hands, an exchange of the baton in some way, whether this means within placements of power or otherwise. Alright, interesting. The 2 of Swords, so trusting, our intuition. The 5 of Swords. Almost feels like the energy of feeling like you're going backwards, but not necessarily going backwards. The Prince of Swords. So if the wands do change in some way, of course, this could be, a new presidential candidate, a new cabinet, something like that being, appointed. I don't know, you know what I'm saying? Things will change again. Alright, so that could be the energy of why I feel like, it's going backwards. But it seems like things change for the better. Whatever this new energy coming in, they kind of know what they're doing, alright, in the long run. This is the High Priestess. Alright, so they kind of know what they're doing, I feel. The 5 of Swords, and as I'm laughing because it feels like the energy of, for a minute it may feel like the US job market is like it's over here, it's like kind of like the stock where it's up and down, but it's all leading up to prosperity, the Empress. It's all leading up to abundance. I don't know, there's gonna be a prominent female, I feel like, who assists in some way, who is appointed to something in some way, that is going to kind of be almost the key, alright, to this puzzle. Ooh, yeah, the High Priest. Alright. The 4 of Swords. So remember how I was kind of saying that, the US needs to go within? Whatever this new cabinet, this new energy being ushered in a place of power, alright, that can actually enact change and, a positive change into the job market. We'll understand that. We'll actually implement that. I get that. I get the energy of, we understand that, the issue is not external, it's internal. We need to, do some change from within. So I feel like whatever this new energy coming in, things may change. It's like things get stable for a while. It's like, how can I explain this? It's like the energy of you break your foot, alright, and instead of going to the doctor, you work with what you have right now. You take the cheaper route, and that works for a while. Maybe you wrap yourself in some gauze you find around the house, and you don't move around too much, and you allow your foot to heal. You take a lot of Tylenol, with a Benadryl or whatever your situation is. But then you fall again, alright? And then it's like, okay, now I really have to go and get some serious help, some professional expert help. All right, because they're gonna know what's going on internally with my foot, with my leg, whatever the situation is. God forbid. Let me knock on wood, y'all. I don't want you, me, anyone else falling. This is just an example. But you know, it's like kind of that energy where it's like, okay, you know, I've fallen again and I literally can't get up. Okay, so now I need some type of, you know, assistance, you know, to figure out what's going on inside. Well, you know, so we can fix it, you know, that way, instead of just putting a bandage on it. Does that make sense? So that's what I see for us in the future. All right, now let's get into what can the people do, meaning, you know, a lot of you, all right, and, you know, people, and, you know, watching, all of us, all right, can we do, I guess, to improve the chances of finding, you know, a suitable job? So what can the people do within the job market to find a suitable job quickly and efficiently? What can people do within the job market? And I think for this, I'm actually going to pull 2 spreads. Okay, so I'm going to use this deck and my other deck I have here. So what can the people do within the job market to increase their chances of finding a suitable job now and within these next 4 years? Let's be specific. All right, what can the people within the job market looking for jobs, all right, looking for ways to support themselves, to make ends meet financially, what can they do to increase their chances of finding stable income? All right, whether it's through their own means or the means of other people. Let's put this on silent. Okay. So what can people within the job market do to increase their chances of finding work? 'Cause I actually get a lot of clients, you know, coming to me, you know, and I love it, you know, asking me, you know, a lot of questions about job, you know, when will I find a job? You know, I get a lot of people that come to me for candle work, you know, to, you know, light a candle for them, you know, just a candle for you guys for good energy to find a job. So, you know, I know how it is out there, trust me. And I went to college, so like I said at the beginning of the reading, here's the 2 of Wands in the past position. So, you know, the 2 of Wands in the past speaks of the energy of needing to broaden your horizons, maybe going in a new direction, all right? Especially if you've been, you know, searching in the same direction, searching on the same path, you know, for a long while, for years, and you haven't found anything. It may, you know, in the past, you may have come to some type of realization where it was time to, you know, go in a new direction, to move, whether literally, you know, looking in a new direction for a job, a new career, a new field, something like that, a new position within a certain field, or it can be, you know, movement, starting anew in some way, all right? And not being afraid to start anew, not being afraid to go in a new direction. The 7 of Swords. So this is interesting. This is about kind of having a gloomy outlook, on, you know, prospects on the job market. So there's a need to work with this energy, though, to use this energy in a productive way, to maybe, you know, send, you know, get you know, do things like light candles, you know, get, you know, some good energy, you know, going your way. You know, I also do jars, you know, so check out my website, you know, for those types of things. But doing things to you know, improve your mental outlook, all right, doing things to have a more hopeful outlook on the job market and on your own abilities, your own skills, your own capabilities within yourself to, you know, acquire a job, all right? So I just get the energy of a lot of people being very downtrodden, being very depressed, being very hopeless due to the job market and the you know, the prospects, and maybe even being told no, you know, not being called back, you know, just having certain experiences that, you know, make them feel this way, you know. But it's getting through these experiences and overcoming them emotionally that helps you become stronger. Yeah, here with the Eight of Wands here especially, you know, look at this little boy, this man, whoever he is. He looks scared as heck, all right, but you know, he's overcoming his problems. He's jumping over his hurdles, all right. He's facing his fears, all right. He's moving forward, even if he may not necessarily feel like he's ready to move forward, or if there's any point in moving forward, you know. You know, that's kind of the energy you have to have in this job market. You have to be tough, you have to be fearless, you have to, you know, keep going until you get that one yes, you know. And it's all in your mindset. Your mindset can make a huge difference. I mean, let's think about it. If you have a mindset of being hopeless, if you have a mindset of, you know, I'm never going to find a job, you know, that affects your job search, that affects the type of jobs you apply for, the type of jobs you look for. Whereas maybe if you were a bit more hopeful, a bit more happy, you know what, I don't have the job that I want right now, I don't have a job necessarily now at all, but you know, and I'm hopeful that I'll find something, you know, if I just keep looking, I'm gonna find something, you know. And then suddenly you get that sudden insight to look, you know, somewhere new, you know, to go in that new direction, right? So it's a lot in your mindset. And I know it sounds so cliche, but it's really true. All right, so the Temperance card, which speaks of balance of your emotions, having self-control. All right, the Temperance card also speaks of making balanced decisions, okay? Knowing what you want, all right? Elimination, so eliminating your true gifts, your true powers, all right? Like I said, working with where you are right now, all right? Figuring out how to make ends meet now to work up to where you want to be, all right? And this is cliche in a way, kind of as well, but we all gotta start somewhere, all right? So even if you have to work maybe 2 jobs, you know, that's better than not having nothing at all, not having any type of income coming at all. You know, it's kind of like having a balanced, kind of self-controlled perspective of, you know, the job market of life. You know, if you know the job market is tough out there, you know, you gotta find a way to make it work for you. Does that make sense? All right. And so you can just make it work. Ooh, El Mundo, the world. I love it. So didn't I tell you, you guys, something about us needing some type of assistance from the world, or you know, some type of other country? It might benefit to, like, if you're bilingual, like, these things are really good to put, I feel like, on resumes. The world card speaks of so many things. Karma, you know, good karma, things coming full circle. I feel like if you're bilingual, that's something you really want to put on your resume. What else is this meaning? The world. Anything that would make you seem cultural. Like you have knowledge of different cultures. You're knowledgeable of maybe not necessarily the language, but you know, you visited Spain, you know, you've traveled the world, you got a minor, you know, in this, you know, language, you got a minor in this study, you know, anything that can make you seem more worldly in some way, I think would be really beneficial. All right, that's just I guess a side note. Interesting. The Three of Swords. Competition is going to be tough, though. Alright? I would say, you know, get in alignment, you know, and this is more of for my spiritual brothers and sisters out there. Alright? Get in alignment with your spirit guides and see what they want for you. What your life path is to make the job search easier for you. Because maybe it could be some of you just aren't looking in the right direction. You're not on the right path. You know, the path that you're looking on, the path that you're on, maybe isn't the right path for you, and maybe that's why you're coming up against so many blockages. All right, and that's kind of interesting, because I was saying here, you know, the first card that came out was the Two of Wands, which is about going in a new direction. So some of you may need to be going in a totally new direction. So connect to your spirit guides, connect to your ancestors, connect to God, you know, and see what it is that's in store for you, you know. And if you don't know, you know, you can get a psychic reading or something like that from, all right, a trusted psychic advisor, trusted psychic advisor. All right. Princesa de Bastos. So we could see an increase in feminine energy within the job market. All right, which could be a really good thing. All right. The Ace of Wands. Ooh, interesting. So this is about movement. This is about creativity. This is about going after what you want. And this is also about utilizing your magic to get what you want. Alright? So a lot of y'all are magical out there, and you don't even know it. Alright? You gotta do something. Alright? Pray. You gotta do something to get that good energy, that good juju on your side. Alright? With this U.S. job market. Alright? Like I said, connect with your ancestors, you know, connect with that magical essence that you have. Whether it's, you know, maybe you are worldly, maybe you are, you know, fluent in 3, 4, 2, 5 languages, you know, that is magical. That makes you magical. Maybe you are in the field of customer service, but you also have some type of skill in public speaking, or you have some type of skill in artistry. You know, you may find yourself working in the art department or the creative department, or, you know, the public speaking department of, you know what I'm saying? So you may need to look in some type of new direction and start utilizing certain skills that you have, that you love working with, that you know you're good at, that you may not necessarily see potential in, or you may not necessarily see strength in when it comes to work. But like I said, y'all are magical, honey. Alright? Y'all better get up there and use that magic, because there is something out there for everyone with the Two of Cups. There's something out there for everyone with this job market. Just like there's something out there for love, there is a job out there that will love you. There's a job out there that is your soulmate. Alright? And just like we sometimes do, you know, a little bit of, you know, magic moments, you know, spiritual things to get love, we sometimes have to do the same thing to get a job. All right? Okay. Now this is interesting, because this goes back to the first spread that I did, and I was speaking about how it seemed like either the people and the people in power, you know, were in some type of love triangle. But when I spoke of that, I spoke in the sense of the people not really having knowledge of who they are, but the people who are in touch with that spiritual essence, the magical essence of who they are. That's a powerful people. All right. So then you have the power to sway the people in power. All right. Ooh, am I preaching today? Lord, I feel like I'm preaching. Thank you, Jesus. Alright. The Death card speaks of a transformation and evolution in some way. So I feel like a lot of us are going to evolve in our terms of our career, in terms of our jobs. The job market itself is going to evolve over these next few years, okay? And already is evolving, alright, here with the past position. The Knight of Coins. Wow. Didn't I say that there are going to be some type of new, or, you know, new opportunities in terms of the job market? Things opening, doors opening, new industries being created, new jobs being created. And this doesn't necessarily have to be corporations creating jobs. This can be people who have thriving, successful businesses out there creating jobs. Even if they're hiring 2 or 3 people, you know. Alright, you're hiring 2 or 3 people today, but maybe 2-3 years from now, you're hiring 200-300 people. Alright? Come on, people, get connected to that magical essence of who you are as a human being. Alright? The 9 of Coins. Prosperity and abundance. This can be the energy of keeping, kind of hoarding money. Alright? Things like that. You gotta spend money to make money. So if you own a business, don't be afraid to spend money. Alright? That's gonna make you more money. And if you do hoard money, give back. Alright? I mean, the flow of money, if you pay attention, is the flow of jobs. So when money slows down, obviously jobs slow down. When money slows down, people have a tendency to keep money to themselves. Alright? But you gotta keep that river flowing. Alright? What did I tell you? The Wheel of Fortune. Things changing in a positive direction. Alright? After going through some type of metamorphosis, self-transformation, things start going in a positive direction. The structures are changed from within. And then outside of ourselves, here we have the Wheel of Fortune. Now, when I say structures are changed from within, of course this relates to the job market, but it also relates to the people. Alright, remember I was saying some of us have to change our mental outlook on the job market. Gotta change from within. Alright? I promise you, if you change from within, in a positive way, of course, you will see positive results from without. Alright? And this goes for the job market. Alright? I'm telling y'all. Look. The universe. The world. And it literally almost, we might as well just put this right here. It don't even matter. Let's put it in the same position it came out right here. Isn't that amazing? And for some reason, I see eventually the world working together. Like, it's like a world kind of economy. Money, exchanging hands from the US, from Canada to LA to New York to Brazil to this to that, Ten of Swords. But it's gonna take a while to get there. Alright, it's gonna take a while to get there. The Queen of Cups. Nurturing, vulnerability, being open emotionally to new opportunities, to new experiences. The Seven of Swords, competition. Some of us have to also change how we look at money. Money isn't, the root of all evil. It's sometimes the mind that's the root of all evil. If you put for example, the King of Staves is the ruler of all money, hypothetically. Alright? The King of Staves could put 3 poor people who have no money, who have never had a lot of money in a room, and drop a bag of $1 million into the room, and those 3 people are going to fight over it because maybe their mindset says that money is everything. Alright? Whereas maybe if they had a more prosperous and abundant mindset, they could actually, take that money, come together, alright, and flip it into, more money, 10 million, create a business together. And then become your own King of Staves. But the mind is the root of all evil. Alright, sometimes. And sometimes the mind can be manipulated. Alright. So take back control of your power, of your magical power, your mind, alright? And figure out what direction you need to be going in terms of your career. Maybe you are in the right direction, but maybe you're not in the right place, alright? Maybe you're not in the right direction at all. Maybe you need to go in a new direction, alright? But figure out what your path is. Maybe you've been living someone else's life. Maybe you've been leading someone else's storyline, a storyline that you've been fed, a storyline that you feel like you had to live out for the sake of your own security, you know, because you know maybe the people before you did it. But there's a new economy being ushered in, alright, in which you are truly the master of your fate, alright, the key being your mind, alright. I feel like this was so therapeutic for me. I hope you guys enjoyed this reading, and I really hope you guys got something out of it, got some insight and clarity that you guys needed. I know it's tough out there, trust me. When I graduated college, it was rough. But you know, listen, you know, it all starts with your mind, alright? And remember that you know, you can also be an entrepreneur as well. So, which, you know, I'm blessed, you know, and grateful that I am. But I also give back, alright? I also do donate money, and things like that. So with entrepreneurship, with power comes responsibility, right? So remember that as well. Alright guys, if you would like a personal reading from me, contact me on my website, lamarrtownsendtarot.com. I would love to read for you. I do personal psychic tarot readings. I do phone readings, Skype, which are more expensive. Alright, I also do video readings, you know, where I record myself doing a reading like this and then email it back to you via Google Drive. Please wait for your videos to process. They are big files, alright, a lot of the times. But if you wait for it to process, I promise you it'll be fine. I also do email readings, audio readings, and so many different other types of readings. I also do birth chart readings, astrology, natal chart readings. So I do personal astrology readings, individual readings where I just read your birth chart, compatibility readings where I read your compatibility between you and another person, love compatibility, regular compatibility. I also do business birth chart readings, the date of birth for your business being the date your business was established, aka the day your business began publicly running or operating for, you know, for business or operation. And I also do birth chart readings for children. Like I said, I do candle offerings as well, and I do sell these awesome little jars called good luck jars, which you can find on my website. Alright, there's actually one right there, and you know, that one's for money, if you can see the money sign that I painted on there. So love and light, alright, and I'll catch you in the next video. Thank you for listening and watching. Please subscribe, share, and like. And also follow me on my social media, Facebook, Lamarr Townsend Tarot in the search bar, or Lamarr Townsend, or Facebook.com/Lamarr Townsend Official, and on Instagram at Lamarr Townsend, okay? I'm active on both. Love and light. Have you been wanting to get a reading from me? Well, it's easy. Let's go through it together. So all you do is you visit my website, lamarrtownsendtarot.com, and you can visit the site on your computer or on your phone, and you click the store button right here at the top of the page, and here are all my services that I offer. I do candle offerings and all different types of birth chart readings and psychic tarot readings, messages from your spirit guides, and so much more. So you click the one that you want, you click the Pay with PayPal button, and it'll take you to the PayPal page where you can pay for your reading. Now, you'll hear from me within 24 hours, you know, for your reading confirmation, and then I'll get your reading back to you within a 48-hour period. Usually, you know, it's, you know, a day or less, okay? So I look forward to reading for you. Thank you for your support.